Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. I'm Leah, and welcome back to another Sunday morning yoga. Still wonderful just to be able to share this practice with you every week and come to you live on your TV in your home. And just so you know, these videos are always available on our YouTube page as well. So you can always rewatch old ones and redo those. I do change class a little bit each week. So just to know that that's an opportunity that's available to you anytime, any day. Go ahead and start to find your way onto your seat if you would like to use one in your apartment, or just kind of find your space where you're going to practice this morning. Kind of set other things aside if there's any distractions around. Maybe turn your phone on silent. Start to kind of switch your mindset to being here, to noticing your body, checking in with how you feel. Once you find your seat, you get set up, go ahead and come forward so that you can take your heels right underneath your knees. Press both feet down into the ground. Sit up tall. Rest your hands comfortably. It could be on your legs or maybe in your lap. Close your eyes. Just start to notice the pace and depth of your breath this morning. Maybe it's a little deeper or more shallow than usual. No judgment, just seeing where you're at today. Notice the rise and fall of your chest or belly as you breathe in and out. Feel your shoulders relaxing down your spine. Feel your face get a little softer. Start to send yourself a little love this morning. Feeling gratitude for this body, for this day. It's been beautiful in the mornings. It's a little warm in the middle of the day these last weeks. Then bring your arms down by your sides. Reach your fingertips down for the ground. Make your arms strong. Sit up a little tall. Lift your chest. As you breathe in and out, you might start to encourage your breath down into your low belly. And when you empty out, draw your low belly in and up, releasing every last bit of air. If a deeper breath isn't your style, you can just keep your breath at the pace it is. Focus on being soft and smooth, in and out. On your next inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Extend up through fingertips, squeeze biceps by ears, and try to make your arms as straight as possible. Press your feet down, feel your legs getting stronger, and grow even taller. Take one more breath in. And on your exhale, bring your arms down by your sides. Another inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Reach up tall. Press your feet down, feel your legs engage, and draw your waistline back to your spine. Reach up taller, inhale, and exhale. Arms come down. One more time, inhale up, reaching tall. Stack wrists over shoulders and see if you can send your chest forward. Press feet down to the ground. Inhale. Exhale, arms release down. Take your hands comfortably to your knees. Make sure you have space behind you on the chair. And start to move through seated cat and cow. On your inhale, send your chest forward. Let your shoulders roll back. On your exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin, and lean back. Inhale, move forward. And exhale, round back. Now your pace might be a little faster or a little slower than mine, and that's fine. You want to move at a pace that works for you. Moving with breath, though you might take more than one breath for each movement. You might start to exaggerate this movement after several rounds, maybe leaning a little farther forward and a little farther back. Finish out one more round, cow and cat. And then come up for tall neutral. Yeah, tall spine, shoulders stack over hips. Press your feet down and lift your chest. Take your chin down to your chest. Then lift your chin, look forward. Again, drop your chin to your chest. Lift your chin, look forward. Then drop chin to chest, stay here. If you'd like a little more stretch in the back of your neck, you can gently interlace your hands behind your head, not your neck, and let your elbows draw down, adding a slight rounding to your upper spine, and only add as much pressure as is comfortable. Release your hands and lift your chin. Turn your gaze to the right and back to the center, to the left and to center. Again, to the right and center and to the left and center. One more time, to the right, hold. Lift your chest, grow a little taller, and see if you can grow taller through the crown of your head. Release, turn forward, and turn your chin over your left shoulder. Again, pause this time. Lift your chest, relax your shoulders, and grow a little taller through the crown of your head. With an exhale, release. Take your right hand, place it on your cheek, and allow your head to gently fall over toward your right shoulder. You might leave your hand here for support, or if it feels okay, you can take your hand away and maybe even place your hand on the other side of your head to help draw down, adding a little gentle weight. Relax your left shoulder away from your ear and allow your elbow to draw down to add gentle pressure. Support your head coming back up through the center, and then place your left hand on your cheek and allow your head to gently fall towards your left shoulder, feeling length all the way in the right side of your neck. You might keep your hand here for support, or if it feels okay, take your hand away, place it over on the top of your head, kind of by your opposite ear, and just add a little gentle weight by sending your elbow down. Relax your right shoulder, so feeling the length in your right side. Come back up through center, support your head, and then just take one more turn to the right, turn to the left, take chin to chest, and lift your chin. Arms up overhead, inhale, and on your exhale, make cactus arms. Squeeze your shoulders together on your spine, press hands back over elbows, and really lift your chest. Imagine your chest going forward and a wall pressing your hands and elbows back. Press your feet down, make your legs strong, so all the way from the foundation of the floor and your seat, growing a little taller. Inhale, arms up, and exhale one more time, cactus arms. Squeeze shoulders in, opening up. If you'd like, you can take a little twist side to side, drawing each elbow back, just adding a little bit of work in the sides of your torso. Finish out your last round of twist, and then arms up, inhale. Hands to knees, exhale. Lift your chest, and on your exhale, hinge from the hip crease, lean forward. You might keep your hands on your legs for support, or if you'd like, you might start to walk hands down your legs, folding all the way forward. You can even take your hands all the way down to the ground if you can reach. If hands reach the ground, press your hands down and forward. I like to do this on my fingertips, but you might like to use your whole palm. Press your feet down and feel your legs getting stronger. Optional, take your forehead and tuck it towards your legs. Use your hands walking up your legs to roll back upright. Sit up nice and tall, take an inhale. Exhale. One more time, inhale. And on your exhale, hinge at the hips. You might just lean slightly forward, keeping a long spine. Or if it feels okay, Continue to fold forward, walking hands down your legs, maybe taking fingertips or palms all the way to the ground. If your hands reach the ground, press your hands down and forward, and that's going to make a lot of strength happen in your body. Wherever you're at, press your feet down and feel your legs engage. If you would like, tuck your forehead towards your legs. On an inhale, use your hands to help you roll upright. Sit up really tall. Exhale. One more time, inhale, arms up. This time, keep reaching up and just hinge slightly forward. You might find that you can lean a little farther, or you might pause. If you would like, continue to fold, continue to reach forward, as much as flexibility allows. Inhale, back upright. Exhale, arms down by sides. Roll your shoulders out a few times. And then take your right hand across for your left leg. Draw your left shoulder up towards your ear, and then down and back, opening into a twist. You can place your left hand just behind you on the seat or kind of hold on to the side, or you might find that you can reach the back of your chair. Some of that will just depend on the type of chair that you have available. Draw your left shoulder down and back. Think tall through your spine. And if you'd like, you can turn your gaze to the 45 or all the way to the back of the room. Press your feet down and keep your knees going apart from each other. They'll naturally want to come in together. With an exhale, release. Come back to neutral and readjust your seat. Stack heels right underneath your knees and press feet down. Then take your left hand across for your right knee. Draw your right shoulder up to your ear, down and back to open into your twist. You can place your right hand just behind you on the seat of your chair. You might hold on to the side of your chair or even the back of your chair. Again, it kind of just depends what's available on your chair personally. Keep pressing your feet down and notice that especially your left knee wants to come inwards. So keep your legs strong, knees in line over ankles. Lift your chest and grow taller and taller through the crown of your head. Take one more full breath in. On your exhale, release. Inhale and exhale. Switch sides again. Right hand across for your left leg. Left shoulder comes up, down and back, opening into your twist. Press your feet down, knees go out, grow a little taller, and maybe turn your gaze over your back shoulder. With an exhale, untwist, release. Left hand across for your right knee. Right shoulder up, back and down, opening into your twist. Again, hold on with your right hand wherever it makes sense. Lift your chest and keep your legs strong. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, untwist, release. Heel toe your feet out a little wider than your hips and end with your toes pointing out to the 45. Press your feet down. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, hinge at the hips and lean slightly forward. You might stay here, just a slight lean, supporting yourself on your upper thighs, or you might walk your hands down your legs or all the way to the ground. If you can reach the ground, press your hands down to the floor and feel the strength in the back of your body. Everybody, press your feet down and make your legs strong and engaged. If you would like, head can tuck towards your seat. Press your feet down, roll upright. Big breath in, long breath out. Walk your feet in together. You want to bring your feet and legs all the way together for this. If you feel more comfortable though, keep your feet hip distance apart. We'll go ahead and start with just a little twist. So what you're going to do is take your arms like so, stack hands and elbows, and then you're going to take that and lean down, place on your knees. Notice when I did that, my feet are still together, but when I leaned forward, my knees immediately came apart. That is totally natural. So your knees will end up about the length of your forearm apart from each other. So line that up and then press your feet down and feel the inner edges of your feet pressing down as well as the outer edges. Yeah, so kind of squeeze the middles of your feet together. Then left arm escapes and goes right out to the side. Nice. Try to get your arm all the way to shoulder height and reach out through your fingertips. Take one more breath in. And on your exhale, bring your left arm back in. Nice. Readjust if you need to. And then right arm escapes and goes right out to the side. Yeah, press your feet down, squeeze inner edges of your feet together, and try to get that arm right to shoulder height, parallel to the ground. On your exhale, release. Bring your right arm back in, and then roll up. Little break. Maybe pedal your feet out. Shake it out if you need to. And then come again, feet and knees together. Squeeze everything in. Make this shape with your arms. Stack hands and elbows. And then lean forward. Place your elbows on your knees. Same thing again. Left arm escapes out to the side. This time, if you would like, press your right arm down and continue to lift your arm. It might go to the 45. It might go up a little higher. You might be able to lift all the way vertical. Keep pressing down through the inner edges of your feet. And don't let your knees go wider than they started. On your exhale, release back down. Trap your left arm once more. Readjust. And then right arm escapes out to the side. Again, this time you might stay here, or you might press more through your left arm and start to lift your right arm higher and higher. The support for this lift comes from your left elbow, pressing down, giving you that lift in your torso. Keep squeezing the inner edges of your feet together. On an exhale, release down, and then roll upright. Take your arms out and shake it out a little. Yeah, roll those shoulders. Take any movements that feel good. Okay, last time through here, you're welcome to take the variation we did the first time or the second time. Or if you would like a more challenging variation, go ahead and move on to this one with me. This time, we'll keep feet and legs all the way together the whole time. So even when we lean forward. Take elbows and hands and stack. This time, as you lean forward, you'll just kind of stack up on your knees. So your elbows will be free on the outside. All right. Again, you're welcome to do either of the first two variations, or take your right fingertips and reach down towards the ground. You'll kind of touch down right in front of your toes, or I just take my blade hand in between my big toes. Then left arm escapes out to the side. Could stay here or go up. Press your feet down, squeeze knees in, and expand out across your chest, across your collarbones. Top shoulder moves back on your spine. On your exhale, release down. If you're taking this variation, palms can come together. Left fingertips down, or you can tend your hand, whatever works. And then on an inhale, right arm out to the side, or maybe lifting up a little more. You might get that arm all the way to vertical. Squeeze knees in, extend forward through the crown of your head, and expand across your collarbones, across your chest. On your exhale, release down. Walk your hands up your legs to roll upright. And heel toe your feet out wide once more. And heels in, toes out, hands to your knees for support. Lift your chest on an inhale. On your exhale, hinge from the hips, lean forward. Maybe start to walk your hands down your legs. Maybe touch down to the mat. We have been here before, and you might find that this time you have a little more space to fold. So maybe explore that. Press your feet down firmly, and if you would like, tuck your head back towards your seat. Roll upright, walk your hands up your legs. Heel toe your feet in to be just hip distance apart. Feet right underneath your knees. Sit up tall, extend your spine. Take an inhale. Exhale. One more time, inhale, fill up. Exhale, let it all go. All right, make sure both feet start pressing down firmly. Then extend your right leg out in front of you. Yeah. Bring your right foot back down. Press both feet down. Then extend your left leg out in front of you. Nice. Bend your knee. Left foot presses down again. Both feet press. Right leg extends. Draw knee up towards your chest. Hook your hands around your shin to hug your knee in. Hug your knee up as high as you can. You might flex and point your foot or roll your ankle a few times. And then release your foot back down to the mat. Make sure you sit up tall and press both feet down. You want to come back to neutral each time we go to this position. That's going to set you up for the next side. Left leg extends. Draw knee up to your chest. Hook your hands around your shin. You want to hug up as high as you can. Here, you might flex and point your foot a few times or roll out your ankle. And again, noticing how you feel this morning, noticing something that might be the same or different from yesterday, without judgment, just acknowledging. Release down and return to neutral. Both feet press down. Sit up nice and tall, shoulders over hips. Right leg extends out. Draw knee to chest, squeeze in. Flex and point your foot, roll your ankle. And then you can stay right here or hold on with your right hand. Take your left hand to your hip. You might draw your knee out to the side and back in a little. There's not like a perfect or a right or wrong way to do this movement. It's just kind of exploring the range of motion that you have in your hip. Again, if you want to just stay hugging into your chest, that's good too. So just exploring your range of motion a little. And I sometimes like to explore and then change my foot in that new position, as that will often affect how the rest of your leg feels as well. Once you've gotten a lot of movement here on the right side, release your foot back down and find that neutral again. So you'll probably find that you ended up leaning back quite a bit. So sit up nice and tall, shoulders stack over hips. Nice, press both feet down. Left leg extends, draw knee to chest, squeeze in. And again, you can stay right here. You might just flex and point your foot a few times or right hand to hip. And then use your left arm to kind of just help explore range of motion in your hip. Not a right or wrong movement that you could do. Just feeling through, maybe noticing a spot of tension. Can you get in there? Or maybe just moving on. And again, changing the foot position can be really beneficial here. Can really impact what the rest of the leg is doing. Then once you've gotten enough of those movements, release your foot back down to the ground. And again, notice you probably leaned back a lot. So come forward in your seat, sit up tall, shoulders over hips. Extend your right leg out. Draw knee up to chest, inhale. Stay here or ankle over knee. Flex your foot. Let your knee drop away from you. You're welcome to use your right hand underneath to provide support, especially if you feel pain in your knee. Keep your ankle strong, and that's going to allow you to have this stretch initiate from the hip joint rather than putting pressure on your knee. If you'd like more stretch, you can lean forward. Keep a long spine. Think out through the crown of your head. Press your left foot down to the ground. That's going to provide a lot more stability right from the base of support in this pose. Move back upright. Draw your knee to your chest and release that foot back down. Press both feet down, tall spine. Left leg extends. Draw knee to chest, squeeze in. Inhale and exhale, ankle over knee. Stay right here. You can support with your hand under your knee, or you might let that support go away and let your knee fall away from you. It can stop at any height. Just kind of listen to your body and see what seems right this morning. If you'd like more stretch, you're welcome to hinge from the hip crease and lean forward. Remember, if you feel pain in your knee, the ankle is often the culprit, so you want to flex your foot and make your ankle strong. Think pinky toe side of your foot out towards your opposite leg. Nice. Press your right foot down to the ground and feel your right leg getting strong as well. Hinge back upright. Draw your knee to your chest, squeeze in, and release down to the ground. Pedal your feet out a few times. Nice. And then start heels underneath knees, and then take your right leg and slide your heel forward. You don't want your leg to go quite all the way straight like a locked knee. You want just a tiny bit of bend in that knee. Yeah, press your heel down and draw your toes back towards you. Then take your right fingertips and lean forward, reach towards your toes. You might be able to hold your toes, in which case do so. If not, just reach in that direction. Yeah, left foot continues to press down. Lift your chest, and if you'd like, you can fold a little farther. Then roll back upright. Replace your right foot, heel underneath your knee. Left heel slides forward. Again, take your leg almost straight, but don't allow your knee to lock out. So a little bend in your knee. You shouldn't be able to slide your kneecap side to side. Flex your toes back towards you. Take a big breath in. And on your exhale, hinge forward. Left fingertips reach towards your left toes. And you might reach, or if you can hold on, do so. Add just a little bit of pressure between your hand and foot. If you'd like, you can fold all the way forward or stay where you're at. Press your right foot down so your right leg is strong as well, but we're mostly focusing on stretching through the back of your left leg here. Release, roll upright, and replace your left foot underneath. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, shoulders drop down and back. We're going to move through several standing postures now. We'll use the chair for support in every posture, and you're also welcome to use like your countertop or table. It can be a really good surface in your home. That's a lot sturdier than some of the chairs that we have around. If you would like to remain seated, there's always options as well. Some of you have been to class and seen what some of those options are, and you're certainly welcome to take them. Otherwise, you could choose the arms or the legs from any posture and just do them to the best of your ability. All right, go ahead and stand up. If you need a little change of scenery in your house, I'll give you a moment to make your way over to the table or countertop. And to begin, I'm going to turn my chair to the side, just so that you can see some of these movements a little more clearly. All right. So go ahead and get set up just behind your chair or behind your counter. And you want to go ahead and bring your feet to begin with, hip distance apart, just under your hips. And take your fingertips out so they just reach the chair. Yeah, so just enough support for what you need. Take a slight bend in your knees. And then make your legs strong by squeezing into the midline. Nice. Lift your chest. Relax your shoulders and see if you can grow a little taller. If you feel comfortable, maybe one hand or both hands come away from the chair, standing tall. Full breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, arms reach up, grow tall. Inhale. Exhale, arms down by sides. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale, reach up. Exhale, release. Take fingertips to the chair. We're going to move to warrior one. Step your right foot forward as close as it can get. And then take a big step back with your left foot. Bend your right knee. You want to come into this lunge shape. Work to stack your front knee over your ankle, shin vertical. Square your hips and tuck your tail forward. Now your stance might be a little shorter. It might look something more like this. But again, knee stacks over ankle, hips turn towards my chair, and my back heel presses down toward the ground. Tuck your tail forward. Lift your chest. You might take one hand or both hands away from the chair. Big breath in. Long breath out. One more inhale. And exhale, hands come back to the chair. Step your left foot forward, right foot back, and switch sides. Left foot steps about as close to the chair as you can get. And then bend your knee as you step your right foot all the way back into a lunge. Your stance might be a little shorter or a little longer than mine. You want to go with the stance that works for you. Stack knee over ankle, shin vertical. Naturally, your hips will turn like this to the side. So you want to draw your left hip back and your right hip forward so they face more to the chair. Do you see the difference? Hips want to turn to the side and open up. We want to turn forward towards the chair. Press your back heel down toward the mat, back leg is strong. You can keep your hands on the chair for support, or if you prefer, maybe reach one arm or both arms up. Grow tall through your fingertips, but relax your neck and shoulders, relax your face and your jaw. Take one more, inhale. Exhale, hands to the chair. Right foot forward, left foot back, and take a moment, pedal your feet out. One more time on each side, warrior one. Right foot steps forward, bend your knee as you step your left foot all the way back. Square your hips to the chair, so left hip moves forward and right hip draws back so you can shine those headlights forward. Stack knee over ankle and press your back heel down toward the ground. Hands on the chair or reach up. This time, if you're reaching up, as you exhale, make cactus arms. Peel your chest up to the ceiling. Then inhale, reach up. And exhale, hands to the chair. Left foot forward, right foot back. Last time, warrior one, switch sides. Left foot forward, bend your knee, step your right foot all the way back. Stack knee over ankle, turn your hips right up to the chair, so left hip draws back a lot to make that happen, and press your back heel down. You'll find that when you square your hips, you feel the stretch more in your back leg. Maybe arms go up. If they do, on an exhale, cactus your arms, lift your chest. Then inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the chair. Right foot forward, left foot back. Pedal your feet out a few times. And then step your feet just slightly wider than your hips. For a lot of people, this will be just as wide as the legs on your chair, and that can be a good meter. And then what you want to do is support yourself. Very slightly lean your hips forward towards your chair, and then lift up through your chest. Yeah, you can press your arms down to the chair for support. And what we're doing is just looking for a big stretch through the front of the body. Yeah. Start to come out of that upper back bend, let your hips press back again. And start to hinge from the hip crease. Press your hips back. Yeah, maybe folding forward. You can come all the way down towards your chair, like chest or face towards the chair. If you want more space, feel free to walk your feet back so that you have a little more space to fold. If you would like, you can fold all the way to the ground, maybe taking hands down. As always, if your hands actually find the ground, press your hands down and forward into the ground, and that's going to add a lot of strength to your pose. From wherever you're at, take one more big breath in. Open your mouth and take a big exhale. And then slowly roll back upright. You can walk your hands up the chair to help you. Walk your feet back in a little closer once more. Nice. We're going to set up for warrior two. I'm going to turn my chair to face toward the front so that you can see me better. Go ahead and take your feet out wide as you can go and still comfortably stand. You certainly don't want to go so wide that your feet are just sliding away from you. So choose a stance that works for you realistically. If you're doing this seated in the chair, you can do this the exact same way. Just walk your feet out wide. Nice. To start, all 10 toes point right to the front of the room. Then take your right foot and turn it out 90 degrees. Turn your toes right to the side. Bend your right knee in line over your ankle, and that's warrior two. Keep your shoulders stacked over your hips. So notice that my torso didn't move a whole lot when I bent my knee. It pretty much stayed right behind the chair. Then send your right arm out. Send your left arm out. Arms are optional. Lift your chest, relax your shoulders, but reach out through your fingertips. Nice. Turn your gaze over your right hand. Full breath in. Long breath out. And then straighten your right leg. Turn right toes in, left toes out. If arms are out, see if you can keep them out, getting a little bit of burn in the shoulders. Bend your left knee. Tuck tailbone forward and stack shoulders right over hips. Bend and widen front knee. Tuck your tail, lift your chest, and if you'd like, gaze goes to the left, right over your hand. Straighten your left leg. Turn left toes in. If arms are out, send arms up overhead. Inhale. One more time to shoulder height. Exhale. Then inhale up. And hands down to the chair. Walk those shoulders out a few times. Heel toe your feet in a little closer. Nice. And then step your feet back away from the chair. Yeah, give yourself space. Should be enough space that you have to like lean forward a little bit just to reach it. All right. Now take your feet out wide, just like they were for Warrior 2. Hinge at the hips, press your hips back and lean forward. Your head might come quite close to the chair, so just be careful. If you would like, you can continue to walk your hands down the chair, maybe all the way to the floor. Maybe you start to walk back between your feet. Again, stopping at the point that makes sense for you, and your body will definitely tell you when that is. Relax your face, relax your jaw. Feel your shoulders getting heavy toward the ground. Then roll back upright. Be careful with your head as you come up as well. Nice. You might step slightly closer to your chair. You can adjust your feet if needed. And we'll have one more round of Warrior 2. Turn your right toes out. Bend your right knee. Warrior 2. Arms can stay on the chair for support, or you can take your arms out to the side. Full breath in. Long breath out. If you'd like, sink in a little lower. Then inhale, straighten your right leg. Right toes in, left toes out. You can keep your hands on the chair or keep reaching through those fingertips. Bend your left knee. Full breath in. Exhale, go a little deeper if you'd like. Then inhale up. All 10 toes point forward. Arms up, inhale. Shoulder height, exhale. One more time, inhale up. Palms to heart center. Hands to the chair. And walk your feet in underneath. Pedal your feet out a few times. All right, for this next stretch, I'm going to show you a couple options. So option 1, reach towards your heel. Yeah, if that doesn't work for you, let me show you option 2. And this I think will work for everybody. If your chair has a hard surface, you might want to put like a towel down or a little cushion for your knee. But here's what you do. You're going to stand starting so that you're in front of the seat and the back is far away from you. Then you're going to take your inside leg just up to the chair. Nice. You can stay just like this and work on getting a little bit taller. Or you might be able to take this foot farther forward and bend your knee a little. Yeah, notice how that's creating more stretch in the front of my back leg. I'm still holding onto the chair with my left hand for support. If you would like, though, hand can come away from the chair. You might even reach your arms up. Nice. And again, your version might look something more like this. And you want to choose the amount of stretch in your left leg that works for you and allows you to still balance and feel secure and safe. Release out of your pose. I suggest coming forward and stepping your foot through. And then turn around for the other side. And again, you want to start standing right in front of the seat of your chair, hand on the back of the chair for support. This time your right knee is gonna slide up right onto the chair. Again, you might go farther forward. I'm pretty short, so if I put the weight on my knee, my left foot lifts all the way up off of the ground. So for a few of my other petite ladies, you might have a similar thing. For some of our taller gentlemen, you're good to go. Knee down, square your hips, nice. And then again, you can bend your front knee to provide a little bit more stretch, but you want to go with just an amount of stretch that works for you. It shouldn't be uncomfortable. Just a light stretch in the front of your back leg. Engaging your glute and kind of pressing your hips forward, tucking the tailbone. That is also going to increase the amount of stretch you feel without you having to change anything else that you're doing with your body. You can support with your hands or reach up. Take a moment to come out of the pose. And again, I kind of suggest coming forward and stepping your foot out, but there might be something else that works for you. And we're gonna switch sides one more time. So we're gonna do each side once more. Left knee comes to the chair. A cushion might help you if there's pain from just your knee having any weight on it. Send forward and bend your knee. Tuck your tail. And you might notice this is kind of like warrior one. Your hips will want to open towards the back of your chair, and you want to keep your hips going where you're facing. Maybe reach one or both arms up. Release down, come out on this side, and switch sides last time. Starting in front of your chair, right knee to the seat of your chair, and stepping your left foot forward as much as is comfortable for you. Tuck your tail, press your hips forward. This is like a modified low lunge. Maybe reaching one or both arms up, stacking up torso right over your hips for one more inhale. And exhale, releasing down. Pedal your feet out a few times. Then go ahead and come onto your seat once more. We're going to practice a couple variations of eagle pose. If you would like to take eagle standing or just supporting with hands on the back of the chair, that's certainly an option that's available to you. So start with your feet and legs pretty much all the way together. If they don't like to go quite together, that's fine, but squeeze in as much as you can and press both feet down to the ground. Then take your left leg up and over your right. The goal is to squeeze your shins as close together as possible, but again, as close together as possible for you. So that might mean that they squeeze into vertical. That might mean that you look a little bit farther apart like so. Squeeze in as much as you can, and then sit up tall. If you'd like to add the arms, take left elbow under your right elbow and hug yourself. You can stay like this, or maybe backs of hands or even palms come together. If you'd like, more stretch in the shoulders. Lift your chest. If you'd like, lean forward, elbows towards knees. Then move back upright. Unwrap your arms. Unwrap your legs. Right leg comes up and over your left. Squeeze your legs in together as much as is possible for you. And your left foot that's still on the ground, press it down firmly. Lift your chest. If you'd like to add the arms, right elbow crosses under left and give yourself a hug. Lift your chest. If you would like, lean forward, take knees toward elbows, hinging right from the hip crease, so keep a long spine. Then go back upright, unwrap your arms, unwrap your legs. Switch sides again. Left leg up and over your right. Squeeze in together. Left elbow under, give yourself a hug. Take an inhale. Your exhale, hinge forward. Go back upright. Keep your arms, unwrap your left leg, and open up as wide as you can on your seat. Nice. Then inhale here. Press your feet down, exhale, hinge forward slightly. Move back upright. Unwrap your arms. And take your left leg and close off. Readjust your seat. Make sure both feet press down. Right leg up and over your left eagle pose. Last time. Right leg is over, so right arm is under. Give yourself a hug. Lift your chest. Exhale, hinge forward, elbows to knees. Move upright. And unwrap your right leg. Open it out to the side. Set your foot down. With this wide stance, lift your chest. Hinge forward. You don't have to lean really far. Just feel your legs pressing down, getting strong. Hinge back upright. Unwrap your arms. And take your right leg. Close off. Come far enough forward in your seat that you can firmly press your feet down. And you want to take your feet a little closer to you than you have for the rest of class. So more like knees stack over toes. Nice. Then go ahead and lift your heels high. Feel your calves squeeze. Come all the way up to your tippy toes. Release your heels back down. Again, lifting up high all the way to your tippy toes. Release back down. One more time. Lift up high all the way to your tippy toes. Release back down. Take your feet out a little farther from you so your heels are just slightly beyond your knees. And we're going to do the same thing, but flex your feet. So flex your toes back towards you. Lift and release back down. Again, flex your toes. Lift towards you. Release back down. One more time, flex back. This time, keep the flex and maybe rotate in and out a few times. And then release back down. Take your feet comfortably underneath you. Sit up nice and tall. Yeah. We're going to take a quick little massage technique for your ears and face. I'm going to move just a little closer to the camera so that you can see me clearly. So go ahead and keep your comfortable seat. If there's any like floor stretches that you want to do either while we do this or instead of, certainly take that time for yourself and make those choices that work for your practice and in your day. So we're going to start right hand to your right earlobe. And you want to just take your first finger and thumb behind your ear. I kind of use this bend in my knuckle here. Take a nice firm pull downwards. We're going to do 2 of those. You want to kind of squeeze and pull quite firmly. It shouldn't be painful, but a firm pull. We're going to go 2 to the back. So again, thumb behind your ear, forefinger, 2 pulls straight back along your head. And then flip your thumb to the inside of your ear, 2 pulls straight upward. Then you're going to identify there's like a little muscle tissue that runs from just behind your ear and jaw right down the side of your neck. Take your first 2 fingers, and you can even use both hands for this. And give it a good like 4 to 6 nice passes down. Then we're going to switch on to the left side. So again, thumb and forefinger, 2 tugs straight downwards on your earlobe. 2 tugs directly back along the line of your head. Thumb switches to the inside of your ear for 2 tugs straight up from the top. And then again, find that little muscle, kind of starts right behind your jawbone. Just a nice massage down. Then we'll switch sides again. Over to the right, 2 tugs down. 2 tugs back. And 2 that go right upwards. And then those massages down the side of your neck. And to the left side, 2 tugs downwards. 2 back along the line of your head. And 2 going right up. Take your passes down along your neck. If you'd like, you might send your neck side to side, just taking any kind of last release that you need. And then find your way to a more comfortable seat. You might slide back so that you can support your spine with the back of your chair, or you might even have like a cushion on your couch or a bolster that you like to use. Sit up tall, allow your shoulders to drop down and back, and allow your eyes to close or gaze softly at the ground in front of you. Start to soften your breath and start to notice the pace of your inhale and exhale. To begin with, simply count. You can choose any pace of counting that works for you. But start by just identifying the length of your inhale and exhale. Chances are your exhale takes a little longer. Now start to inhale completely, filling up as much as you can, expanding out all the way. And exhale the same way, emptying out every last bit of air. After a few rounds of breath, as you've grown accustomed to this full inhale and exhale, return to your counting. Again, chances are your exhale takes a little longer than your inhale. And take the next several rounds of breath to make the two match in length. You can continue to count the pace of your inhale and exhale once you've found the breath that works for you. Or you might transition into a different mantra. If you find your mind wanders easily, you can say, I am inhaling silently to yourself as you breathe in, and I am exhaling as you breathe out. At the end of your next exhale, start to allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm. Preparing for our final rest, Shavasana. You might take Shavasana by laying down on the ground or on a mat. You can also lay supine on a couch or something else that's comfortable to you, or you might be more comfortable staying in your seat. But you want to make a little time to make your body feel more at ease. Maybe taking your feet out wider, letting your shoulders relax. I like to turn my palms up for receiving of energy. You start to allow your body to feel at ease. Allow your breath to breathe itself. Relax your face, your jaw, the space behind your eyes, and just be for a few moments. Begin to deepen your breath. Take gentle movements to fingers and toes. If you're laying down, take a moment to maybe roll to the side and make your way up to your seat. And if you're in your seat, go ahead and come forward so you're sitting up a little taller again, shoulders over hips, strong spine. Bring palms together at heart center. And we'll close with one Om. You're welcome to sing along or listen. Release your air. Full breath in. Thumbs to forehead center. With gratitude for this practice, namaste. Thank you all so much for sharing your practice and joining in today. As always, reach out with any questions, and thank you. A lot of you last week told us that this space was better sound-wise, and we really appreciate that. So let us know if there's anything else we can do for you, and look forward to maybe passing you in the hallway soon. Thanks, everyone. Happy Sunday.